I get it. So let's go here with it now.
Yeah.
With that being said, somewhat let's segue into the just the violence in it in its entirety, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing now over the last couple of, let's say, years, especially, but months. Let's say months, especially, but years. A lot of hip hop artists or people in the music realm have been shot or murdered, right? And I think somebody had a post or something the other day that talked about how, I think I was watching Fat Joe. It might have been a Fat Joe show that somebody talked about how it might have been Shine. I think when Fat Joe had Shine on there. In '97, there was one hip hop affiliated person that was murdered.
Biggie.
Scott LaRock, 87.
Oh, 87.
87.
Okay.
Scott LaRock.
Okay.
Now in today's time, what is your thoughts in regards to why this violence, and we already know it's always out there, and you know that was the crack era, so we already know this happens 24/7. But why is it now that it's hitting the hip hop community in such a way as if, is it because, but listen to the question, is it because the artists feel that they're untouchable?
No.
Or is it because the artists are still moving in realms where they should be aware that it's different? Or do you think that people just don't care and the wolves is out there? Wolves is coming no matter what now. Are they that thirsty that they don't care?
Every artist,
no matter what anymore.
Every artist that comes out nowadays is gang affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
You live by the sword, you die by it. Every single artist that comes out right now, whether you from Chicago, whether you from Florida, whether you from LA, whether you from New York, whether you from wherever, you're claiming some kind of set because it is popular within the music. The music industry is always going to go with what is trendy and what sells records.
So
no matter what. My point is gang life, murders, and death happen. So if you're going to bring those type of artists into the realm, don't be shocked when they start dying off.
Now, the question I have is this. Yeah. A lot of these murders aren't really gang related, though.
They're not?
A lot of them aren't. A lot of them are robberies. A lot of them are just
That's regular. Not gang related?
No. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Some of them are, he got it, we going to get it. A lot of these dudes are getting shot behind just somebody trying to take what they actually have. So what I'm saying is, in that regard,
so why doesn't different type? Look at the art. I'm sorry. Look at the type. This might sound quick. Look at the type of artists that die and die from robberies and those type of things. Why isn't it that somebody like I don't know, freaking Kanye is not dying from
because he wear them ugly, cheap, terrible clothes.
No, but that's kind of my point.
He ain't got no jewels on him. What you gonna get from Kanye?
If you gon', my thing was always
and
like,
he's always around like 50 bodyguards.
If you out here and you promoting that type of lifestyle, right, and that is your lifestyle, think about the music, think about the lyrics in your music. If you're actually living those lyrics, you're living a lifestyle that puts you in a position to get robbed.
I fully agree.
So I don't.
But what I'm saying is,
it all correlates. It all goes together.
But that's what I'm saying. But a person should not feel like they can't do certain things because they've done it for years. What is the difference now? Because what you're saying, that's been done for years by artists. They've been looking and living and dressing.
Because y'all
but what is happening now? What I'm saying is,
there's a lack of realness to what you talking about.
Nah, but I think it can't be that. What I'm saying is, what makes that? Listen, I'm saying to you.
You're not thorough.
But hold on.
You're not.
But listen to my question.
There's no respect.
What does thorough have to do with anything?
Because
listen what I'm saying to you. Listen to the question. What does thoroughness have to do with anything with this dude? He's on tour here, or he's out here, and he's from over wherever he's at, and he might be thorough. Perfect example, Pop Smoke. Them dudes went to rob him. Why do the wolves come is my question, because think about it. Thorough dude, he from over there, they came and robbed him. Benny the Butcher, didn't he get shot in Texas?
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
He got shot in Texas.
I believe that's the case.
Think about it. What did he do? He was out there. These dudes are just getting robbed. My thing is, what now? The wolves are coming now. They don't care who you are.
Let me ask you a question.
They don't care what you're doing.
All right, let me ask you a question. Is that not in their music too? That they don't care about none of that? There's no respect. There's no. That's a part of your music.
So you're saying you're saying
Yo,
if you label yourself this way, we coming to test you now.
Yo, there's.
But people been saying that before. What's the difference now? Artists have been saying that for years.
Saying what for years?
It is what it is. Gang music been out there 24/7.
I disagree.
How? Who you want to name?
Disagree.
Mobb Deep? Who you want to name?
No, but I think
East Coast, West Coast.
No matter what you say about those people, there's still a hierarchy. There's still a level of respect. There's still chain of command. There's still if this type of person is gonna get touched, then I know he's affiliated with so and so. So you know what? That might we might have to have a sit down. It's those type of structures that is not around now.
So that's the point I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. It's not really what the people are doing. But
that's what you rap about in your music. That's my point. The same thing you talking about. The same thing is the same thing Mobb Deep or whoever is rapping in their music is still at the same time. I also know that you got into a beef with True Life, and you ain't want no smoke. Cameron, you didn't like Jay-Z. Yeah, you gonna talk stuff about Jay-Z, but on the strength of OG Juan, you gonna fall back. Like there's certain levels of respect that comes with it that these younger people do not follow. So because you don't follow, you out here talking your stuff and you got all the jewelry and all the money, but you fooled. Ooh. Because ain't nobody's gonna look at you and say, you know what? He's not to be touched. Which is why 6ix9ine probably got down with his team of his bloods, because he could go to every city and be like, I'm not checking in with nobody. Because you're not going to touch me. Why? Because of my team. And for the most part, he was right. He was right. You went to Houston. You went to Cali.
He might have dodged a couple.
No, he definitely dodged. People was looking for him. People was looking for him. But
he might have dodged a couple.
But do you understand my point? Look at the boldness of what you was talking about. Whereas somebody else would have just been like, nah. Even Redman, I've heard stories from Redman and Fat Joe and all these other places of like, being ignorant of having to check in. But once I checked in once, I understood, and every time I go, I check in. That's it.
Different code.
It's a code. Because it's a respect thing.
Yeah, it's a code and respect.
So if I come to your town and I'm showing respect to you, guess what? If I get robbed, when people get robbed for their jewelry, how many people you know now? Think about this for a second. How many people you know now get robbed for their jewelry but get their jewelry back?
A lot of them. A lot of them.
Get the jewelry back? Nowadays?
Well, depending on who they get. Depending on what town they're in. You get robbed, you reach out to the right person, you reach out to Jay Prince. Jay Prince will be like,
yeah, but that's my point.
I'll get your chain back for you.
Back in the day, artists used to get robbed, and you wouldn't even know that they got robbed because they'd get their chain back because somebody would go get it for them, right? You might have to pay for it, but you're going to get it back.
I think that still happens.
No, I'm sure that still happens. Then it started to become a little bit more public. Oh, you got your chain snatched.
Yeah.
But I got my chain back. Well, how you got the chain back? Because you ain't go get it. Somebody got it. And why would somebody give up your chain? I know Jay Prince done got back up plenty of people's chains. It's a respect thing.
Okay.